Hello everyone, welcome to Milan and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Caterina. Caterina is from Italy, but she lives in London. So let's see what Caterina has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello. How are you, Caterina?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Right, Caterina, just before we start the game, just tell me where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
Which part of Italy?
Milan.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a music practitioner. So I do music with children with special needs and early years, so 0 to 5.
Oh, that's amazing. And what do you like the most about your job?
The kids. So much fun. Yeah.
You learn a lot with kids, don't you? Always learn something new with kids.
Yeah.
And do you teach different places? How does work?
Yeah, so I go to different nurseries or different schools for children with special needs. And then I also do private at home and yeah.
That's good. That's very good. Right, Caterina. So welcome to Milan and the Magic Box. I have this lovely box here full of random fun questions, okay? So what are we going to do now? I'm gonna play music just for us to get in the mood before the first question. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, Caterina, if your plane was going down and you have just one person to call, who that would be and why?
I would probably call my mom, say bye to her and everyone, and tell everyone that I love them, and to not be sad.
Do you have brother and sister as well?
Yes, I have a sister. She's in Milan.
She's back in Milan.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go for the second question. Let's do it. Okay, Caterina, before the next question, tell me, what do you miss the most about Milan?
My friends.
How long have you been in London for?
Almost 10 years.
Oh my God. It's a long time, long time. Next question is, what a negative thing that happened to you that came out as a positive thing in the end?
That's a deep question. I guess I'm just going to give a lighter answer because we don't want heavy answers. So I did really bad in my A-level exams when I was in school, and I didn't get on a university course I wanted to go on, and I got on another one instead, which was actually the one I wanted to get on originally.
Okay.
So I ended up having a much better uni experience for it.
Very good, very good. Back in Milan or in London?
In London.
In London, great. Another question. Caterina, before the next question, tell me what you like the most about London.
Everything. I like walking around London and thinking I'm in London. It's a good feeling.
It is, isn't it? I love London as well. It's good to be here. Cool. Next question is, how do you think we'll die, or how would you like to die if you could choose? Ooh.
I would, if I had to die, I would like to be eaten by a tiger.
Why is that?
That would be quite cool.
That's funny, that's funny.
Become food for another creature, I guess. It's nice.
Absolutely. Are you vegan?
No, but like, I'm vegan based, but if my friends cook meat, or if I'm like abroad and there's meat, I'll eat meat. But
Okay. But you don't cook yourself?
no, mainly because I can't cook, and I don't really buy it that often. Yeah, so plant-based, I'd say plant-based, but not exclusive.
Cool. Let's go for another one. Right, tell me the most challenging part of your job before the next question.
Most challenging part? Well, there are lots of challenging aspects of working with children with that have disabilities and maybe have some health issues, and you know, it can be hard to see them live in a world that's not equipped to support them how they should be supported. This is not a society that's very disabled friendly, and that makes me very sad and angry at times, because they struggle just because of the way society is just so ableist and not.
Understand. Next question is, do you have any pet peeves?
Many.
Tell me one.
When people don't wash their hands.
It can drive you crazy.
Yes, I hate it.
Even more now, isn't it, with this challenge time happening?
Yeah.
Great. Let's get another question, Caterina. Right. What is your favorite weekend activity?
I used to enjoy going out with my friends a lot. Going out for a drink, dancing, or just a dinner all together, just socializing.
Okay.
That can't happen right now.
I know. Challenge, isn't it? Next question, Caterina. Let's do it. Yep. Right. If you met someone sad in the street, what would be your advice to this person?
It depends why they're sad. Probably I would tell them to go and talk to someone they trust.
Good one. Did that ever happen to you?
I've seen people upset, and you know, sometimes as a stranger it's very obviously not your place to ask, but if someone is in distress, then absolutely I would go and see if I can help them if they're very obviously in distress. But a lot of the time people just need space.
Yeah, sometimes I remember once as well. I was in Portugal and I saw this lady. It was like 20s, a girl. She was crying, like literally crying in the tube, and I didn't know what to do because you know I could see she was stressed, but I didn't want to kind of get too close to her because I could see how stressed. So it's a bit tricky one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Another question for you. Okay. For the next question, tell me what was the most challenging part when you arrived in London? You found more difficult to adjust yourself. There was something?
Not really. I was really lucky. I found really good friends very quickly. I had lovely housemates. Probably just like dealing with landlords must be the most challenging thing. I'd
Can
say
be tricky.
that housing in general in London is really, really tricky sometimes and horrible.
You always lived in Southeast or you were a different place?
No, I've always been in Southeast. I used to live in New Cross and then moved to Brockley like 3 years ago.
Ah, okay. Close. Right. What have you learned during this lockdown? Something interesting?
Something interesting that I've learned. Gosh, there's so many things I've learned. Where do I start? It's really important to communicate your needs clearly. If you're not feeling something, it's important to let people know clearly, and you will get the support you need.
Very good. How did it affect your job during this challenge time? Did it affect somehow? How did things?
Yes, completely. It really, really affected my job. In the first lockdown, I lost all my jobs because there was no more face-to-face teaching. And then we moved online, but obviously it was very tricky to move children online, especially because I work with a lot of children with visual impairments. So Zoom doesn't always work, doesn't really work. This lockdown, luckily, you can still have music lessons or music-based activities for children who are vulnerable. So I'm able to continue some of my activities whilst others are still on Zoom. Which is better. But yeah, very, very heavily affected.
But now you can do face to face right now.
Yes, face to face with all the coverings. It's not the same. It's very exhausting and tricky. But I'm grateful that I can still do it.
Very good, very good. Another question. Right, Caterina, let's get another question for you. What do you miss the most of your childhood and why?
Obviously, I miss people that were in it that might not be in it anymore, either because they died or just because they're not in my life anymore. So I guess I miss some moments.
Okay. How often do you go to Italy?
I used to go quite often. Like I would go at least 4 times a year.
Oh, wow.
3 or 4 times a year. Obviously, recently I've only been able to go back twice, which is still a lot compared to others. So I'm very lucky.
Totally.
Yeah.
Great, great. Ready for another one?
Ready.
Let's do it. Right, Caterina, next question is, what do you like the most about yourself?
I like that I get very enthusiastic about things. I get excited very easily. Nice. It makes activities very exciting.
What is your star sign?
Pisces.
Oh my God, March?
Yeah.
My mom is Pisces as well. She's 9 of March.
I'm 16.
Good, great. Caterina, I have 3 questions left for you, okay? Let's do it. Are you planning one day to come back to Italy, or you well settled in London?
I don't have plans to go back at the moment. Maybe one day. We'll see what happens.
Let's
I don't
see.
like planning.
Yes, yes. Okay, what did you want to be growing up?
I used to want to be I think a scientist maybe, and then I wanted to be an actress at one point. Yeah, but I think for the majority of my life, I wanted to do music and do like music therapy. So I'm quite lucky that I'm doing the job that I've always wanted to do.
So music always been in your life?
Yeah.
And do you play piano? You play guitar?
I play a little bit of piano and a little bit of guitar, but my main instruments are clarinet and saxophone.
Okay, very good. 2 questions left for you, Caterina. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, tell us about your best holidays and why did you consider that?
I'm very lucky. I've had many great holidays. I guess one, when I was really young, I think I was about 7, I went to Australia.
Wow.
And I just remember it. I was so young, but I still remember it so clearly. And it was just, everything was amazing. So I guess that one.
It was a family holidays?
Yeah, my parents were working in Australia. They had like some conference stuff there. So they brought me and my sister with them.
She's older than you, or your sister is older or younger than you?
2 years younger than me.
Yeah, cool. Ready for the last one?
Ready.
Let's do it. What's your favorite kind of music, usually?
All sorts. I like classical music, obviously. I really like folk music, and electronic music.
Go. Last question, Caterina, let's do it. Where are you planning to go for your next holidays?
South America.
Brazil?
Yes.
Have you ever been in South America before?
No, I was meant to go to Costa Rica and Ecuador in August, but obviously everything got cancelled, so I'm really annoyed. Hopefully I'll be able to plan again.
Very good, very good. Okay, Caterina, let's play now the quick thinking game. So I'm going to give away some words and you just tell me one thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Okay.
Right, let's start with life.
Experience.
Love.
Fun.
Money.
Lucky.
Sex.
Fun.
Politics.
Important.
Religion.
Depends.
Okay. Fear.
Also important.
True, no, it's true actually. Desire.
Wishing.
Regret.
Heavy.
Good. Success.
Depends. It's
Okay.
subjective.
Wish.
Wish.
Yeah.
Desires.
Okay. How about if I tell you music? One word.
Life.
Good. And the last one, Milan.
Home.
Good. Right, Caterina, let's play now Caterina in the magic box and you can ask me a question, okay? Right, ready to ask me a question?
Yes.
Tell me.
If you could have a superpower, what superpower would you have?
Good question. If I could have a superpower, like I would, if I would have the superpower of touching other people's, like, you know, those very close-minded people, I would like to have the power of touching their mind, their heads, and they would open their minds to anything. I think if I had, I think the world would be a better place if those people that sometimes they are so close, they are so judging, they are so you know, and sometimes if I had the power just to make them open their minds, and I think that the world will be a better place. I think nowadays, you know, the world is in a very challenged time right now because people, they are so close in mind. And yeah, that would be my superpower for sure.
Good superpower to have.
I wish I could have that. Right, Caterina, did you have a good time?
I did. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thanks so much for being so sweet and so kind. I know you've been trying for a while,
Yeah.
and it's amazing to connect with someone who was just living next door.
Yeah. So much fun.
But I'm glad that we managed to keep in touch still,
Yeah.
and that's amazing. Just before you go, if you don't mind to have to share a positive quote, a positive message, something that inspires in life.
Yes. So the quote I chose to share is by an Italian astrophysicist called Margherita Hack.
Okay.
And she says that in life, there is nothing to fear, only to understand.
Very good. Very good. Good one. Lynn, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for being so sweet and accept my invitation.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Amazing. And next time when I come to Broccoli, I'll give you a shout for us to go for a coffee.
Definitely, absolutely.
Okay?
Cool.
All the best, Caterina. Take care, okay?
Bye
Thanks for the
bye.
interview.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.